What is up, Pokemoshpitbeta? yOblo is here, and today I bring you a UU battle. This one is against Aurablaze491, I think it was. I don't know. Anyways, I met him on Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder, and so yeah, it was a pretty legit match. What else can I say? Oh yeah, this is my first upload to the channel, so please let me know how I do with my narrating skills. I'm always looking to improve. Anyways, let's get to it, shall we? Alright, so he's going to be leading off with his Victini, as I'm going to be going with my Roserade, and it was pretty obvious that I would go with Roserade, only because I do keep him in the lead position, or keep her, I should say. I really should change that. It's pretty obvious. Anyways, I'm going to switch out into my Milotic, as he goes for the U-turn, probably expecting, I don't know, Sleep Powder, or he was expecting Sleep Powder, and I would have a Sash, just to survive anything. Anyways, I'm gonna go into my Milotic. I get some leftovers off, and he switches out to his Blastoise, which is looking bad for me because it could carry the Toxic. So I'm gonna switch out, go into my Roserade as he goes for the Roar. Not sure why. He's seen my team. He doesn't have any entry hazards, but he does luck out, and he switches me into my Victini, as I'm going to switch out because that's looking bad for me. I go into my Heracross in case for the possible Toxic or Scald. I'm not sure what I would expect. Anyways, he goes into his Gligar, and that's looking bad for me, so I'm going to switch out and go into my Stealth Rocks, really. I go into my Roserade as he sets up the Stealth Rocks. Anyways, he sets up Stealth Rocks early game. I don't have a spinner because I really don't feel like I should need one, but it has cost me games in the past. Anyways, I hit off the Stun Spore, and it hits, but he does carry the Synchronize. I don't really worry too much, but it probably might affect the Toxic Spikes that I'm setting up right now. Anyways, he hits off the Heal Bell, only because I guess it is paralyzed. He doesn't want to be paralyzed. I would still, because I could carry the Sleep Powder. He wouldn't know that, but whatever. Anyways, he goes for the Protect. I expected Protect, so I go for the second layer of Toxic Spikes, as he's going to hit off the Payback on this Flygon, and Flygon takes it like a champ. He goes for the Protect, trying to scout out what I would do. Great play by him. I go for the U-turn, and it is choice banded, so anything that comes in is going to be hit hard. But he does make the smart play and go into his Gligar. Well, actually, it's not a smart play. It's an obvious play. Anyways, I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go into my Togekiss, only because I want to set up, because this Gligar can't really do much to me, as I do carry the Lumberry in case he tries to Toxic me. He can't taunt me because I think, faster. Anyways, I'm not sure how Gligar runs its spread, but its EV spread, but I'm pretty sure I am faster. Anyways, he gets the 2 layers of Toxic Spikes on his Blastoise, and I go for the Air Slash, but he goes for the Rapid Spin. I don't get the 60% flinch, which sucks for me because I really needed it at that time, because I could have just been a 2-hit KO, but instead he gets off the rocks. I mean, the Toxic Spikes, so whatever. Anyways, I go for the Air Slash once more, only because I want to take out this Blastoise, but he switches out into a special defensive wall, and Umbreon is being a pain in the ass to me. This looks like to be a maybe 4 or 5 hit KO, but I don't really want to go for the payback for the nasty plot, only because I guess it'd be a little bit too greedy. I want to keep the offensive momentum going, so that way if he does switch out, I could easily just hit it with an Air Slash, a +2 Air Slash, I should say, and it would inflict some good damage. Anyways, he goes for the payback, as I'm just like chipping him down to red health at least. Anyways, here, this was a great play right here. Anyways, I go for the Roost as he gets off, I think a Wish or Payback, I'm not sure what. Anyways, I could have finished him off. I probably should have finished him off. I do carry the Aura Sphere, but I thought that I wouldn't want to reveal that, especially just early on, because this is kind of an early game sweep. Anyways, I go for the Aura Sphere right now, as he switches into his Blastoise as Death Fodder probably, and this is looking bad for me because now anything could come in, like this Victini, and just revenge kill me. As he goes for the Recreate, I do stay in, hoping that he was Choice Scarf, Jolly Nature. I'm not sure what it would be, but I was hoping that it would be, and I could survive it, but it doesn't turn out to look that way. Here I'm gonna switch in for my own Victini, knowing that he does he does have the speed drop, so he's gonna switch out, fearing that he probably would be slower, as he goes into his Gligar, as I set up my substitute, and this Victini is not banded or scarfed, it is Life Orb, and it is specially mixed, I guess you could say. Anyways, I do carry the Energy Ball, Thunder, V-Create, and Substitute. It's worked kind of well before in the past, only because people don't expect the Substitute too much, but I do get the Spadif drop, and he is, I guess, a little bit scared, so he's gonna switch out. I'm not sure why though, because Energy Ball wouldn't have done much. If like maybe half, he could have just roosted. I'm not sure. Anyways, here he goes into a special defensive wall, Umbreon, and I said it before, guys. I hate this thing. It's just stalling me out. Anyways, I go for the V-Create, and now he knows that I am a mix variant, so he's going to switch out to Victini. I do carry the Thunder. I probably should have gone for the Thunder here, but then I thought if he does get the Synchronize off and he stays in, then it would have really messed me up, because then Victini is basically death fodder. Anyways, I go for the V-Create, and that does more than half, so Victini is really is really a powerhouse in this tier, honestly. I'm surprised it's not OU or something. Anyways, he gets the Fusion Bolt off just to revenge kill me. As I go into my Milotic, and he switches out and goes into his Umbreon once again. Grr, roar, roar, roar. Anyways, sorry about that. I get off the Skull, but I don't get the burn. I really would have liked to have a burn, especially since it is a physically physically oriented Umbreon, because it has payback. It doesn't have Dark Pulse or something weird like that. I go for the rest, only expecting, because I want Milotic to be, I guess, a wall sort of to Victini and to Heracross, because those things could really mess me up, and I want any preparations that could be made. Anyways, I go for the Sleep Talk, and I don't get it. I get the rest. I would have loved Dragon Tail or Scald, but I don't get him, so sad face again. Anyways, he goes for the U-turn, because he set off the a really great what's it called, play right here, the Wish Passing set, or Wish Passing strategy, I should say. As I go for the Sleep Talk, and I get the Dragon Tail off, so that's looking great. This Heracross isn't really going to bother me. As he goes into his Gligar. Now I get the leftovers. Next turn it's going to end my sleep, but then I'm kind of looking bad, because I'm really expecting this Marvel Scale to really help out with Heracross and Victini, especially since I'm guessing these two physically oriented sweepers are going to probably be a problem to me. Anyways, he gets the burn damage, of course. I'm going to switch out and go into my Roserade, hoping to take the close combat like a boss, but I don't, because it is burned and it does have guts, so not looking too good. Anyways, he hits it off. It does more than half, so I'm just going to stay in, hoping that I could survive it, hoping that was max damage. I don't usually run damage Calyx, but I did stay in. Anyways, I should have gone for the Giga Drain, because it was at -1 special defense, but no, I go for the extra sensory, predicting that he would stay in, but no. Anyways, I do carry extra sensory only because other Roserade, poison types, what else? Hitmontop. So that's the story on that. Anyways, here he sends in his Victini. He goes for the Sand Headbutt, knowing that it would hit all of my team for at least neutral damage. And down goes my Roserade, so things are looking bad for me. I had to play defensively from now on, because this Victini and Heracross and possibly Porygon Z could sweep me. So here he goes into his Gligar, taking the Scald in. I'm not sure why he would go to his Gligar. He had, I'm not sure what he had. Maybe Porygon Z or something. Anyways, here he hits off the Toxic, but I'm not too worried, because it gives me my my +1 or 2, I forgot which it was, Marvel Scale, so that's pretty good for me, I guess. Here I'm just gonna try to make Milotic as defensively as possible, because, as I said, Victini is a threat. Anyways, he sends down his Porygon Z, he gets the download off, he gets Attack Raise, so I'm not too worried. He goes for the Agility, I stay in, go for the rest, and knowing I could probably stall this thing because of Poison, Life Orb, and it's just going to keep on wearing him down. I'm hoping to get at least the Scald off twice, or at least a Dragon Tail, so that way his agility would just be negated, and I could rack up some more toxic damage with everyone else. I do get the Scald off, so that's looking great for me, and just that one turn of stalling did more than half to Porygon Z, so I'm looking great right now. If I get another Scald off, I'm able to take this thing out. At first, I was worried that I was worried I should stay in, only because he might carry the Thunderbolt, because I remember 4th gen Porygon Z would always be a threat because of Thunderbolts and Ice Beam. That Bolt Beam combo just wrecking things up. Man, shit got real. Anyways, Here he goes down. He sends in his Heracross as I'm gonna switch out and go into my own Heracross, hoping to take in either the Mega Horn or the close combat. He goes for the close combat, but he is guts boosted, so it does more than half. So this is looking kind of bad for me. Now I'm gonna actually bluff that I do have the choice scarf or choice band, whatever. I'm hoping that he is choice banded, so I could use my choice scarf, if that makes sense. Anyways, I go for the close combat knowing that anything would probably get hit hard by it, as it takes down his Umbreon finally. Hallelujah. Anyways, here he sends in his Victini. It takes in Toxic Spikes. By the way, I did put up one layer of Toxic Spikes only because I wanted what was I gonna say? Because a level 1 poison, I'm not sure what it's called. A regular poison, it would do more damage than toxic, so that's what I was hoping for. Anyways, it does work out in my favor because it is doing work. Anyways, he finishes me off with Zen Headbutt only because that is neutral to all my Pokemon, but then again, I do survive it, so Victini's probably scarfed, if anything. Anyways, he's going to switch out into his Heracross, and things are looking real tight because we both had 2 sweepers. I go for the Earthquake. This is the choice banded Flagon, by the way. His Heracross could have been scarfed and outsped me, but I am glad that I took it out. Anyways, things are really looking tight right now. It could be anyone's game because he could easily just go for the V-Create and just finish me off if he is scarfed. But instead, I switch out into my Heracross only to take in the Zen Headbutt. Just really wanted to play safe and rack up damage because I don't know if I should go for the, the Earthquake or something, if I'll be faster. Anyways, he goes faster, and here I am biting my nails. Oh my gosh, I'm pissing my pants, and I do get off the Earthquake. I survive with a narrow 40 HP. And that is great game, Aurablaze. Man, that really got me in sweats, tears, you name it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Like if you like it, comment it, please. And I would love for you guys to check out my channel. Anyways, laters.